A paper clip can sit on the surface of water due to surface tension. The painter famous for depicting rural life and settings is Amorsolo. Governor General Narciso Claveria was responsible for the use of Spanish surname by Filipinos. Ang salitang ugat sa sinukuan ay suko. Ang nagpapalitan ng ideya, opinyon, salaysay sa pamamagitan ng mga sagisag ay tinatawag na talastasan. Anong disenyo ng pagsasaliksik ang ginagamitan ng malapit ang pag-aaral ng lunan at mga taong gumagalaw sa paksang sinasaliksik? Case study. Find the length of each side of a trapezoid with the lower base of 4 meters and upper base of 2 meters and height of 3 meters. 18 meters. What law set the date of Philippine independence on July 4, 1946 after a 10-year transition period under a Commonwealth government? Tidings McDuffie Law. What did Andres Bonifacio, model of bravery and tenacity, choose as the way to freedom? Armed struggle. What are the openings in leaf surfaces called? Stomata. My sister and I met an acquaintance of blank on the shopping mall. Hours. My sister and I met an acquaintance of ours on the shopping mall. Who were the aboriginal settlers in the islands prior to succeeding migrants who crossed the seas across the southern Philippines? Negritos. What will happen to the plant cell in a hypotonic solution? The plant cell will swell. Hypotonic solution, swell. Hypotonic solution, the plant cell will swell. The fundamental human right is the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. 15. This demonstrates the feeding connections between all life forms. Food web. Ang pariralang nalaglag, nahulog, ay nagpapakahulugan ng magkahawig. What are organic compounds that are used in perfumes and for artificial flavors? Esters. E-S-T-E-R-S. Esters. If you forgot blank textbook, you can use blank mark. Your, mine. If you forgot your textbook, you can use mine mark. The side opposite, the right angle of a right triangle is the blank, and each of the opposite side is the blank. Hypotenuse, leg. The side opposite the right angle of a right triangle is the hypotenuse, and each of the opposite side is the leg. 20. The right invoked in the writ of habeas data is the right to information privacy. Whose philosophy advocates the use of reason in understanding the existence of God? St. Thomas Aquinas. Red letter day is an idiom. Disturbed ecosystem can recover naturally through ecological succession. She was slicing the onions when she hurt herself. An atom of silicon has a mass number of 28 and an atomic number of 14. How many protons are in this atom? 14. Remember, atomic number is always equal to the number of protons. Who was the Spanish Governor General who established the tobacco monopoly in 1781? Basco, but here it's Blanco, so that's the nearest one, so you just choose that. The right invoked in the writ of habeas corpus is right to demand presence of the accused One more. Writ of habeas corpus, right to demand presence of the accused. Uri ng panghalip na ginagamit na panturo sa mga bagay ay pamatlig. What is the main organ for respiration? Lungs. We admire blank when Cynthia speaks English fluently with blank. We admire her when Cynthia speaks English fluently with us. What is the process used by plants to convert the energy from sunlight into chemical energy? Photosynthesis. I watched the news on television. Latest. I watched the latest news on television. What are the thin structure essentials for cytokinesis, amoeboid movement, and changes in cell shape? Microfilaments. One more time. Microfilaments are the thin structure essentials for cytokinesis, amoeboid movement, and changes in cell shape. Pangatnig na ginagamit sa paglilinaw o dagdag na paliwanag ay sa makatwid. Internet is the term used to refer to the information highway. I thought the task was heavy for Samantha and me. The slope of a line described by the equation 3x is equals to parenthesis y plus 4 parenthesis over 2 is 6. After Philippine independence was declared from the United States on July 4, 1946, it was proclaimed the first president of the Third Philippine Republic, Manuel Rojas. Manuel Rojas, the first president of the Third Philippine Republic. Considering the tayo-tayo mentality of the Filipino, one goal for change that should be worked on is develop a sense of common good. Original. Mommy cook adobo for Kuya Manny. Salin. Si nanay ay nagluto ng adobo para kay Kuya Manny. Ito ay pagsasaling literal. The president I've known for his candidness. Candidness means frankness, which best describes the division of the legislature into the Senate and the House of Representatives. Bicameralism. Bicameralism is the division of the legislature into the Senate and the House of Representatives. Kailan nagsimula ang pagkakaroon ng modernisasyon ng wikang pambansa? 1987. Piliin ang simuno sa sumusunod na pangungusap. Sa kabila ng kahirapan, nagsikap siya na makatapos ng kolehiyo. Siya ang simuno. The major concern about global warming arises from increased concentrations of greenhouse gases. Artistic tradition which seeks to revive past glory in various forms. Classical. The proponent of the experimental theater in the Philippines was Tino, Rolando Tino. What diagnostic test allows microorganisms to multiply in a medium under controlled laboratory condition in order to determine the cause of an infectious disease? Microbial culture. What figure of speech is the following? If you ask for the moon, I'll get it for you. Hyperbole. The energy source which is abundant in the Philippines but still not fully developed is the gas. Energy source, gas. Prokaryotes come in 4 basis morphologies: spherical, rod-shaped, spiral-shaped, and comma-shaped. The bacterial etiology of cholera, Vibrio cholera, is comma shape. Again, what is the shape of Vibrio cholera? Comma shape. The protein shell of a virus is called capsid. The energy source which is not sustainable is coal. What is true about dominant genes? Dominant genes are aggressive and expresses the more beneficial traits. When helping in the kitchen, I am always careful not to hurt myself. Sa pangungusap na malakas ang boses mo, ang salitang malakas ay isang panaguri. Social network service available through the computer is Facebook. Facebook, which is not a characteristic of people with a strong sense of self-efficacy. Avoid challenging tasks. Who was the father of modern taxonomy and responsible for coining the term Homo sapiens for humans? Linnaeus. Factorize open parenthesis x plus 5 close parenthesis open parenthesis 2x minus 3. Which of the following is colloid milk? The red tide phenomenon causes what particular marine organism to be poisonous to human consumption? Mollusks. The laws of heredity were results of the study of Mendel. What figure of speech is the following? The beauty contestants were the center of attention. Metaphor. Who studied extensively the human side of enterprise? Maslow.